In this short video, I'm going to go over a couple of things that we've done to upgrade and improve the review system that you're using today. It's an easier, simplified, more effective path to more five-star reviews. So some of the highlights that we have made changes to. First of all, this is going to be an easier to use system for REMAX staff and or agents. As you'll see in a minute, anyone with a link can actually get this whole process started. There are fewer steps involved for the reviewers to leave a Google review, and that in and of itself will make it easier for people to input reviews, and therefore you should see some increase in the number of reviews you get for each one of your locations. It's based more on text systems and the SMS system, which is an easier to use. Everybody knows how to use it. It's quicker. It's kind of the communication of the day. And so we rely more on text requests, but also we include emails as well to request review. We send out general reminders. If reviewers don't respond, reviewers are requested to mention the agent name so that we've got the agent included and well represented in this review. We can also post the reviews to your web page and can also encourage more likes to your Facebook page. So the system starts with this page right here, and this page, as you can see, this one in particular is a Welland Park office. We call it a feedback request starter, and each one of the locations, your 5 locations, will have a page for you to enter the customer's name or the client's name. And all you have to do is enter the full name. That's even optional, but you must enter either an email or a mobile phone number. And you can include in this as well the sales agent name, and that's just for your records. And then you can actually send their feedback request now, or you can, if you hit this drop down, you can delay it for whatever the reason you might want, a day, 2 days, or however much time you want to delay it. There's no real reason to do that unless you have one, but it's there as an option. And so once this is done, and we call it a feedback request starter for a reason, and that is because it starts the whole process. So once you enter the information, the client's information into that page that I showed you before, a text message is sent with a link, and it's a very simple message. Hello from REMAX Platinum Realty. This is the Welland Park office. Please rate us. And they click this link, and that takes them to the page I'll show you next. If they haven't clicked that link within the next day or so, we send them a general reminder text and ask them to see if they forgot to maybe leave a review or rate us or what have you. And so we send that out. But also we send, if you've included their email in that starter page, an email is also sent reminding them to rate us. Okay, once that information is input into that starter page, then they're taken to a screen that looks like this. They have one simple choice, and any information, any of their contact information, if you inputted it into the initial starter page, it's all filled in for them. They don't even have to do that. And this basically says, we'd like to know how well we served you. Please let us know if you would recommend us, and then take a moment to write a comment. We appreciate your feedback. And their simple choice is a thumbs up, thumbs down to the question, would you recommend us? If they recommend you, if they give you a thumbs up, and this says shown only if the review is 4 stars or greater, or if they if they give you a thumbs up, they're taken to this page, and this page then tells them, thank you, please click below and leave us a Google review. And here we ask them to mention the agent's name. So we've got a positive thumbs up there, and so there's a little risk for the agent. None, because if they're mentioned in the review in the next page, then it'll be a positive review. So this page is shown only if they give you a thumbs up. At that point, they're taken directly to the Google review page, and there they can leave their feedback. and it shows up as a Google review. If, however, they give you a thumbs down or a bad review, then we take them here to this page. We're sorry you didn't receive a 5-star experience. Please provide us with your feedback. A manager may contact you for more information, and then they can fill out whatever it is that was on their minds, and they can then hit continue. That information that they fill out here then comes to you. However, I do want to point out that this does take them to a next page, which is a thank you page. Thank you for leaving your feedback. And we also need to give them a link that they can paste that onto a Google review if they so choose. Now that's because we're following Google's policies here. They do not want you to gate or keep people from entering a negative review onto your page, and so we've given them a way to do that. However, our experience is that once they vent here, if they've got a bad review or they got something negative on their mind, once they vent, basically they're done. Even though we've given them a link in the next page to paste it on Google, probably won't. And by the way, your system that you have today is set up the same way. So we are compliant with Google's review policy. So this just makes it a little more difficult for them to leave a negative review onto Google, and but it makes it very easy for them to leave a positive review. So that's it in a nutshell. If there are any questions, let me know. I'd like to get your thoughts on it and also have you test the system. We will be sending out links to the starter page so that you can check it out yourself. That page can reside on a PC, on a laptop, on a tablet, or on a smartphone. You can start it from anywhere. Anybody that has the link, you can control that, whether you give that to your agents or whether you give it to the staff at each one of the locations is pretty much up to you. But we think the simplified nature of this, we've cut it down from 4 steps to get to a Google review to 2 steps. We think that's going to help you to get more reviews, and more reviews means that you have basically it helps you in your rankings, and it also is just a point of professional pride to have more 4- and 5-star reviews than any of your competition, which right now you're lagging behind many of them. You're better than some, but at any rate, that's the system. Please let me know what you think of this. If in fact you want to have something, you change something or some of the verbiage or however you want to do this, we can do that. But we hope that you embrace this and start to use it and get yourself more positive Google reviews.